Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The Credit Union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news on Monday, the 9th day of March 2020. In the headlines, operators of the cruise line Costa Magica cancel call to Grenada. Ministry of Education issues strict guidelines to schools in response to threat of COVID-19. Businessman Coleman Redhead murdered. Plus, in the sports news, Grenadian cricketers spur on a comeback victory for the Windward Islands Volcanoes at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. We will talk about that. Do stay with us. This is the news.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Why not stay in? Turn off the alarm clock and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz. For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening. This is News at 7. I'm Kenroy Batiste. The operators of the cruise line Costa Magica on Monday cancels their call to Grenada. Rena Pear has the details.
The Costa Magica cruise ship was supposed to make its stop in Grenada this morning with a total of 2,307 passengers on board, but cancelled with no outlined reason. 3 passengers on board the cruise ship, 2 of which were Italians, were tested negative for COVID-19 in Barbados over the weekend after reports were made that they were experiencing respiratory illnesses. Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, Francis Martin, told GBN the cancellation was brought to his attention while inquiring about the nautical health form.
The usual process is that 2 days prior to a ship coming ashore, they would send their nautical health declaration form, and then 2 hours prior, they would send an updated health declaration form. We did not receive the health declaration form, and due to our proactiveness, I engaged the agent and indicated that we needed to get the health declaration form. At that point, I was told that the ship canceled, and that was the extent of the conversation.
Dr. Francis also stated he is not aware of any cancellation of other cruise ship or airlines scheduled to come to Grenada.
No, I am not aware of any other ship or airline that have canceled. The usual process is when a ship or an airline plans a trip, they will send ahead their different health documents for us to review. So we remain open we remain open to manage this kind of process because that is what we ought to do.
Over the weekend, the U.S. State Department on its official website asked U.S. citizens, particularly travelers with underlying health conditions, not to travel by cruise ship, as the cruise ship environment creates an increased risk of contracting COVID-19. Chairman of the Grenada Tourism Association, Brenda Hood, says this can affect the tourism industry in Grenada. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry reporting.
Now, the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development, Religious Affairs and Information has issued some mandatory guidelines to treat issues relative to COVID-19. More in this report.
Principals and deputy principals are to undergo training to serve as focal points and deputy focal points in support of national initiative or responses to COVID-19. This, according to a release issued by the Ministry of Education, as it stipulates guidelines to school administrators of steps which must be taken to minimize the chances of an outbreak of the disease. The ministry on Friday instructed that students and members of staff who are exhibiting flu-like symptoms should not be accepted in school, and that principals should designate a room as a temporary isolation room. Principals are requested to inform parents soonest and have their child or children returned home and seek medical advice. So too should staff members exhibiting symptoms. Teachers are required to reiterate and reference proper cough, sneeze, and hand washing techniques, as well as other guidelines on a daily basis in classrooms and in general assemblies. The ministry wants parents and or guardians to provide their child or ward sanitary towelettes, wash rags, and other materials to support hand washing or cleansing exercises. School caretakers are to be brought up to speed regarding cleaning procedures. The Ministry of Education is working in collaboration with the Ministry of Health in this regard and advised that persons with acute respiratory symptoms must be advised to inform their doctor and the Ministry of Health via telephone numbers 440-2649, 417-1078 or 417-2562. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Well, less than 48 hours after the funeral service and burial of hotelier Sir Royston Hopkin, KCMG, in Grenada, the Grenada Hotel and Tourism Association is again in mourning. We get more in this report.
Coleman Redhead, a former manager at the Grenadian Byrex Resort and consultant manager at the Grenada Yacht Club, was found murdered at his home in Ross Point in Grand Anse. Police have not released details on how he was discovered, but credible sources confirmed that his body was found on the floor of his home after colleagues became concerned as he had not reported to work on Friday and did not call in with an excuse. Richmond McIntyre, Commodore of the Grenada Yacht Club, says workers at the club are trying to cope with this tragedy.
He was every one of the staff. Even today I went in and they're shocked and they're in denial actually, because Coleman was loved. He you know, we all have our imperfections, but even then it was hard to find any about him. And such a harmless person, you know. And I don't know how we're going to get over it, but it'll have to be the passage of time.
McIntyre says that Redhead was a great contributor to the tourism and hotel industry.
Oh, Coleman was forever a hospitality individual. He could have been placed in any kind of a venue in in any kind of thing to do with tourism. He had friends in the Caribbean. Coleman could not have been faulted for his attitude of his hospitality approach and you know, and respect that he earned, you know, throughout his lifetime.
The Commodore says he has been working along with members of the RGPF with their investigations.
The police officers, and they're tremendous. They have been to the yacht club. They're asking questions. I know that they have been working feverishly behind the scenes, and in fact, they've been to my home and asked me on the weekend how were things with him and so on.
Redhead's passing follows the death of other prominent figures in the tourism industry. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
This is news at 7 Live. Still to come from us, man missing at Granitang Lake. His story after the break.
One bad vibe and I'm out this. No, you can't stop this. We're out to get it with Lucas. Day and night, yeah, we're on this. I know you want this. Come on and taste the energy. Day and night, live your Lucas life. Live your Lucas life. Come taste the energy.
Good vibes only. Lucasade. Taste the energy.
Looking for a wide selection of uniquely styled furniture that are made from solid timber and performance fabric?
This is lovely. It sure is. Look at this.
Visit Hubbard's Furniture Department at the first floor of the main store, Carenage. Your selection will certainly provide comfort in your home and office. Hubbard's. Quality service. Affordable prices.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 70 channels and 12 in HD. All for $200 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi. Oh mama, oi. In every household, must have it all. Highly effective. Stain removal, lemon freshness. Antibacterial washing powder. Fresh and clean. Fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must win. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Place dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, MNC Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandance, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo Supermarket.
Other Place products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators: 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
Why not stay in? Turn off the alarm clock and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz. For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
My name is Ed Southgate. I'm from West Tech Building Products in Calgary, Canada. We supply St. Louis UPVC windows with a North Americanized European window system, as well as a slider system that's for residential homes. The commercial system is good for hotels, hospitals, any commercial buildings, as well as high-end homes. Our products are all tested to AMA standard, which is the North America standard for windows and doors. Our PVC also has 10 parts TiO2, which is high in the industry, that we feel gives it the longevity that he requires because of the harsh climate that you guys are in for sun and wind and rain. West Tech Building Products has partnered with Mohammed from St. Louis UPVC to offer him one of the higher end products that are available in the marketplace. This is my second visit here, and we check the quality of the product and the way their processes are to ensure they follow the standards that we set when we first came here over just almost a year ago. And I think that with that quality, you can be assured you will have the performance in the windows that you're looking for your homes or businesses that are available now right here on the island.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there. Arise, together there's no limit to what we can do. Arise, with no wings, fly. Arise, and we're so high, enjoy the view.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Welcome back. This is News at 7. Another tear-jerking story this evening as questions continue to be asked following an apparent disappearance of a man in the Granny Tang Lake. Here's what we know. Police locked the gates to the entrance of Granny Tang Lake on Monday as the search continues for a man now considered missing after the vehicle he was driving ended partially submerged in the lake. Now, according to reports from people who claim they were at the scene at Granny Tang and close friends of the driver of the vehicle, the missing man is identified as Andy Jones, also known as Jonesy, a salesman at McIntyre Brothers. Sources say that Jones attended work and took a new vehicle, which some say he was bringing to a client in Grenville, St. Andrew, using a demo plate. However, Jones allegedly drove the vehicle into the Granny Tang Lake. People at the scene of the incident say they thought Jones encountered trouble and rushed to assist him, but they claim that he swam away from them toward the middle of the lake and submerged, never to be seen again. GBN contacted the Royal Grenada Police Force for information surrounding the incident. However, up to news time, no information from the police was forthcoming. Now, a few people who parked their vehicles on Cross Street, St. George, are again the victims of vandalism. We have more details in this report.
On February the 12th, a female whose name was not disclosed was caught on camera causing damage to 4 parked vehicles on Ghost Street in St. George. This morning, the said female was once again caught in the act, this time causing more serious damage to 3 vehicles parked on the same street. GBN also learned that at least 1 vehicle was damaged allegedly by the said female on Sunday in the Montu area. GBN also spoke with media personality Mikey Hutchinson, whose vehicle was also vandalized. He told GBN that it is frustrating as his vehicle suffered damage in the first act and he's once again forced to repair his vehicle on his own. He told GBN he's outraged with the actions or lack thereof taken by the police in addressing the situation, since it is his belief that a woman should not have been free to once again commit a similar offense. He said police admitted that a female is known to suffer with mental illness. GBN reached out to the community relations of the Royal Grenada Police Force for an update on this particular case. However, the police was unable to say if the female was detained or charged following the February 12th incident and if the woman in question was detained following Monday's acts of vandalism. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This story to report, my colleague here at the Grenada Broadcasting Network, camera woman Bernadette Connell Celestine, says she's honored to be recognized during International Women's Day celebrations. She spoke with reporter Christina John.
Now Grenada has paid recognition to the first Grenadian and regional camera woman Bernadette Connell Celestine. Celestine was featured by the entity on the occasion of International Women's Day on Sunday. In what was a male-dominated field back then, took a different turn when Connell Celestine came on the scene in 1991. She made a name for herself in the media landscape, which spans 32 years. Appearing this time in front of the camera, Celestine tells of what it felt like to be given such recognition.
It's good. It's a good feeling, you know, to be recognized, and now, while I'm still alive and not actually waiting till I die before being recognized. It's a nice feeling. It's a humbling feeling, and it's a nice feeling.
She explains her growth and what has changed for her from then to now.
I must say that over the years, although technology has evolved, there is some basic fundamentals on cameras that is standard. It hasn't changed. So as new equipment come, you read the manual, you research on the internet to learn a thing or two, so that way you can know your equipment and carry on your duties.
Celestine says there's never a dull moment doing what she loves doing most. Christina John, GBN News.
Well done, Bernadette Connell Celestine. At GBN, we call her B. Still to come from us, Prime Minister Mitchell calls on permanent secretaries to pull their weight and ensure workers perform to their full potential. We'll talk about that. You're watching News at 7.
It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
As the world prepares for the 2020 Summer Olympics, some of the world's top athletes will begin their journey to Tokyo, right here in Grenada.
Everything comes down to this moment.
The 4th annual Grenada Invitational takes place on Saturday, April 4th at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. World-class athletes.
From an athlete's perspective, I understand and value the experience that an athlete has when they come to a place like Grenada.
World-class event.
Because it feels safe. It feels warm.
World-class venue.
It's beautiful. You've got a stadium right by the sea.
Grenada Invitational, Saturday, April 4th. Tickets to the Grenada Invitational are now available online at gotofed.com.
Grenada, 1795. One man with a sense of destiny.
Tonight we stand our ground. Tonight we stand on the side of history.
14,000 slaves with a dream and a promise. Julian Fedor, a Heritage Theatre production, written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, 28th and 29th March, 4th and 5th April at the Trade Center.
People was not made to live like this. It's like we have a cause.
Julian Fedor, an action-packed historical drama.
I see blood falling from the sky, filling up that mountain river, flowing from Belvedere Hills. I see blood.
4 big nights of theater, the play the nation has been waiting to see, with Sam Ogilvy, Lisa Grappy James, Robert White, Dale Devine, and other top-of-the-line acting talents. Opening Saturday, 28th March. Get your tickets now.
So you're looking for doors and windows that look sophisticated and are very secure? Then St. Lou Metals is your one-stop shop. Our windows and doors make sure your home not only looks great, but is more secure. We manufacture shower enclosures, doors, windows for residential and commercial properties using high-grade material and the latest technology. If you want to save money and improve your home's appearance, you have made the right choice by shopping at St. Lou Metals. For a free quotation, visit us today at the Frequente Industrial Park or call us at 439-6538 or 439-6539.
Use class, it washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi, oh mama, oi, in every household must have it, oi. Highly effective, stain removal, lemon freshness, antibacterial washing powder, fresh and clean, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must win. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Clay's dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, MNC Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandans, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo's Supermarket.
Other Clay's products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
Coming to Grenada.
One of the most spectacular concert events in Christian music. It all happens 7 p.m. Saturday, March 21st at the National Cricket Stadium.
Featuring 5-time Grammy-nominated and 7-time Dove Award winner Karen Peck and New River.
From the American television show The Voice, Emily Ann Roberts.
From Canada, the amazing music from the Chitons.
From the island of Jamaica, the talented and gifted Foster Triplets. Plus, the best of Grenadian gospel artists.
Again, this all happens 7 p.m. on Saturday, March 21st at the National Cricket Stadium with some of gospel music's finest. Karen Peck and New River.
Emily Ann Roberts.
The Chitons.
The Foster Triplets.
And more.
Tickets sold at all ticket outlets. Proceeds go towards enhancing youth work in Grenada.
launch to learn a skill and earn a CVQ, the National Training Agency is inviting unemployed men and women between the ages of 16 and 35 to apply for Skills Training CVQ Level 2 under the Climate Smart Agriculture and Rural Enterprise Program. The occupational skills areas open for applications include beekeeping, allied healthcare services, community tourism, live sound recording engineering, and small engine repairs. Applications may be completed at the NTA's office on Belmont Road, St. George's, Grand Quarters Office, Lower Deputy Street, Wall, Labukan Creative Center, the GCNA Complex, Kirani James Boulevard, or Sedu's office in Grand Bra, not later than March 21st, 2020. For more information, call the NTA at 435-9092 or 435-9093 or email info@grenada.nta.gd.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 350 local anywhere calls and texts. With the always-on prepaid plans, all for $25. Keep your number when you switch to Grenada's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is calling on permanent secretaries within various ministries to pull their weight and ensure workers perform to their full potential. The Prime Minister was at the time addressing a gathering of ministers and permanent secretaries on Friday. He is hopeful that the recent team-building workshop will address the implementation deficit that is affecting the efficiency of the country. Akeisha Felix has more.
In a bid to improve the governance structure and the efficiency of project implementation, the government of Grenada on Friday held a team-building workshop for ministers and permanent secretaries. The objective of the workshop is to strengthen the working relationship between political and public service leaders. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell, in delivering his address at Friday's gathering, reminded ministers and permanent secretaries on the importance of working collectively in order to improve the implementation of major decisions taken by Cabinet.
Therefore, government ministers and permanent secretaries are key actors through which the good governance can be achieved. Therefore, the relationship between ministers and permanent secretaries must be seen as a vital connection that we must cultivate and harness to enable the furtherance of good governance, which is again, as I repeat over and over, linked to nation building.
The Prime Minister noted that this workshop was held at an opportune time as the government is set to embark on several major public sector projects that will enhance the country's development, as well as finding ways to improve current projects that are being faced with challenges. Dr. Mitchell admonished the permanent secretaries that it is their fundamental responsibility to ensure that every subordinate work to their full potential.
We have a fundamental responsibility to take responsibility for those whom we are charged to lead. That they must perform the task as they're supposed to. And if they are not, then decisions must be taken to ensure that it happens. I'm not sure that we consistently do this.
According to the Prime Minister, the team-building workshop will fully address the implementation deficit that is affecting the efficiency of the country. Akeisha Felix for GBN News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Mitchell has expressed frustration over the implementation of projects which affect the livelihood of every Grenadian. He said ego is one of many factors contributing to this implementation deficit.
Colleagues, it irks me and frustrates me when I see so many important opportunities as projects that affects the livelihood of our people are held up for no other reason sometimes is our own egos. Not necessarily the lack of resources. So many times things seem not to move, get stuck. And it's always this person say this and that one say this, and it's not moving. It is only one reason. We allow our egos and our titles to get in the way of the people's work.
This story to report the economic effects of the coronavirus have outweighed the spread of the virus itself. Financial markets are swinging wildly. Joseph McKee-Smith has more as we take another look at COVID-19 as the world watches.
Companies are closing offices or asking employees to work from home in affected areas. The virus has also been throttling air travel across the globe. Those and other economic challenges being brought on by COVID-19 will be under the spotlight on GBN's Beyond the Headlines tonight. Panelists will look at how things are changing in the economy and the workplace today as the outbreak widens. Tonight's guests will include economist Mr. Michael Julian and Dr. Patrick Entwine, and from the Grenada Taxi Association, Clement Charles. We will also get a global perspective from correspondents from Nigeria, India, and London, who will join us via Skype. COVID-19, the world watches on GBN's Beyond the Headlines tonight with host Odette Campbell.
Thank you very much, Josanne. Stay tuned now for this evening's GBN Eye Saw. Compliments Clear Vision Eye Center.
Tonight's Eye Saw features the students of the T.A. Marisha Community College after 2 days of intense debating competition in Dominica. Tierra Joseph captured the Best Speaker title for Saturday's competition and overall Best Speaker title for the entire competition. Congratulations to Team St. Vincent on winning this year's Windward Islands debating competition. You can send in your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eye Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Still to come from us, Prime Minister Mitchell promises that Grenada will see a female Prime Minister in the future.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Esplanade Mall St. George's, Maurice Bishop International Airport, and Sandals Grenada Resort. Telephone number 230-1023.
I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GOT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way. From birth to graduation, your first job to your home, and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and the programs including Financial Literacy Quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso Program, Junior Cooperatives in Secondary Schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC Grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Grenada's #1 track and field event is back. The Inter-Secondary School Championships is back at the Karani James Athletic Stadium. You must be there. Experience the intense rivalry between athletes of our secondary schools on the track and in the field. Blame yourself if you missed the first ever Republic Bank sponsored Intercall 2020. Blame yourself if you miss a day of exciting action on the track. Be there every day, day 1, 2, and 3. The 53rd Intercall Championships takes place on March 31st, April 1st, and 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. each day. Come, let's celebrate the inaugural Republic Bank Intercall. Come out, families. Come out, past students. Come out, school-based supporters for the return of competition on the track and in the field, because Intercall is back.
This is News at 7. We're live. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell is promising that Grenada will see a female Prime Minister in the future. The statement was made during the launch of Grenada's Spotlight initiative last week. Cherry and Blackman Stephen has this report.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has his mind set on seeing a female Prime Minister elected soon in Grenada. This was one of his statements made during the launch of the Spotlight initiative, which forms part of the commemoration of International Women's Day 2020. Denouncing acts of domestic violence, Prime Minister Mitchell explained that the social and economic impact of domestic violence is yet to be studied to determine the full impact on society. Prime Minister Mitchell commended women on International Women's Day, recognized on Sunday, and highlighted the importance of gender equality. He said the launch of the Spotlight initiative presents an opportunity to do so much more.
Here in Grenada, we recognize the importance of gender equality in creating a state where there's harmony and progress for everyone. The evidence of this is at the top of our society. The composition of our parliament and our cabinet is indicative of such awareness as a government and people.
Prime Minister Mitchell said the value of gender equality will be demonstrated at all levels.
I believe to talk one thing and not demonstrate it at the highest possible level. In my view, it won't take us too long. In the future, we already have a Governor General who's a woman, the highest official in the land. And it won't take long, and hopefully it has to be in my time, there will be a woman prime minister in this country.
Almost half of Grenada's ministers of government are females in parliament. 7 of Grenada's 15 parliamentary representatives are women. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
The weather is next, followed by the sports news. We'll see you in a while.
Sale. All the outlets, hotspot outlets. You're going to go to the Carnage, the Grenville, or the Sutter's hotspot, and you get sales and deals on all items. You can get these on potato, you can get these on saltfish, onion, garlic, mackerel, toilet paper, and we even have the currants and the raisin at $10 per pound, lowest price island-wide. So people just come down or go up or go across, but just make sure and go to hotspots.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
My name is Hollis Map, aka Mr. Killer. Why should I drink any other rum than Clark's Court rum when Clark's Court is the rum that supports my community, my culture, my country? A long time ago, my ancestors used to work in the cane fields. Today, we own the rum, Clark's Court rum, Grenada's #1 rum. But my people, if you drink, don't drive. When you drink responsibly. And if you're under 18, don't drink at all. Clark's Court rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
It's detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
All right, time to bring up to speed with the weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and PC Martinique, valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough. Waves up to 9 feet in northerly swells. A high surf advisory is in effect, especially for the northern and western coasts, so please be mindful of that. Tides low at 9 p.m., high at 4 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:19. The weather on Tuesday, the 10th day of March, partly cloudy and breezy with light to moderate showers in the morning and overnight. On Wednesday, the 11th, partly cloudy and breezy with light, brief nighttime showers. And on Thursday, the 12th, mostly fair and breezy. Now, the sports news. Stay with us.
This time round, sporting fans, we find that Grenadian pacer Preston McSween named player of the match, led a comeback win for the Windward Volcanoes over the Jamaica Scorpions at the National Cricket Stadium. Volcanoes have now leapfrogged to third on the West Indies Championship standings, overtaking Scorpions, who have fallen to fifth. McSween added 3 more wickets to his 6-wicket haul in the first innings, together with fellow Grenadian Ryan John, who bagged 4 wickets to restrict Scorpions to 60 in the second innings, chasing 224 runs in a match that saw Devon Smith become the first batsman to reach 11,000 runs. Another hometown batsman, Andre Fletcher, hit the top score of 71 to lay the groundwork for the Volcanoes' victory. Emmanuel Stewart, the former West Indies under-19 captain, added 22, but Volcanoes stumbled to 218 for 8 before eventually nabbing victory with Sherman Lewis at the wicket. Moving on to football now, the Pure Grenada Cup is less than 3 weeks away, and reports from on the ground are that some teams are still yet to begin training. Over $60,000 in prizes are in store for the winners, with the organizers promising a more keenly competitive and better attended event in 2020. Megaforce Promotions in 2019 signed a 5-year Memorandum of Understanding MOU with the Grenada Football Association GFA for the hosting of the games. Managing Director Wayne Wagiti Redhead addressed the issue during the media launch of the Pure Grenada Cup last week.
Well, I'm shocked to hear that the teams is not. About a month, to be exact, about 5 weeks ago, we had an ad out on radios and social media telling that the PO Cup was advertised to start on the 21st of March. And because there is another event in the stadium, we move it to the 28th. So I'm surprised now that to know that the teams is not getting ready. I would thought that the PO Cup is an annual event, and that teams should be getting ready for an event like that, with cash prize of $30,000 for winning, second prize $20,000. I would thought teams training and ready. So I'll be shocked to know that teams are not quite ready not in training now for an event of that magnitude.
On now to the ladies. In fact, the GFA Women's League, which continues this week with several matches scheduled from Monday onward. GFA Competitions Officer Bruce Swan says Paradise Football Club B team takes on St. Mark's Secondary at Progress Park, while St. Joseph's Convent comes up against Anglican High School at Queen's Park.
This week, the GFA Women's League, we had 3 matches being played. McDonald College, they played Paradise Football Club, the A team. That game drew 1-1. Anglican High School, they defeated JW Fletcher 2-1. And St. Mark's Secondary, they defeated St. Joseph Convent St. George's 3-0.
All matches begin, by the way, at 4:30 afternoon time. And now for a rundown of the results thus far.
On Tuesday, Paradise 18, they play Boca Secondary at Progress Park. This match starts at 4:30 p.m. On Thursday, Anglican High School, they would host Paradise B team at Queen's Park. And on Friday, McDonald College, they host St. Mark's Secondary at 4. And St. Joseph Convent hosts J.W. Fletcher at Queen's Park.
Another delay in one of the competitions organized by the Grenada Football Association that delay is currently being witnessed, this time in the GFA Club Championship. The two semi-finals have been postponed, the most recent postponement coming on Friday, which was just around 24 hours before the scheduled start of Saturday's second semi-final. According to the GFA, the postponement is due to the latest incident taking place during the quarterfinal with one of the match officials, FIFA assistant referee Clinton Daniel. 4 St. John's Sport players were banned indefinitely pending a disciplinary committee hearing after reportedly assaulting the match official. The match officials have indicated that they are not ready to take to the field. Grenadian standout sprinter Philip Marcel of St. Augustine's University was named NCAA Division II Atlantic Region Men's Indoor Track Athlete of the Year by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. Marcel ranks 7th nationally in the 200-meter dash in a time of 21.18 seconds and 15th nationally in the 400-meter dash with 47.55 seconds under the belt. Heading into the NCAA Division II Indoor Track and Field Championship, which is set for the 13th and the 14th of March in Birmingham, Atlanta. He is part of the nation's top-ranked 4x400-meter relay squad. The SOU sprinter was named CIAA Men's Indoor Track Athlete of the Year in February. He helped the Falcons tie Virginia State University for the CIAA Men's Indoor Crown to extend their conference championship indoor winning streak to 23. The two-time CIAA Men's Indoor Track Athlete of the Week winner, Marcel won the 200-meter dash in his season's best time at the VMI Winter Relay in February. He won the 400-meter dash at the CNU qualifier and combined events meet this past weekend. The latest sport report there for you, of course, right here on Channel 7 and 11 GBN TV News. Stay with us. When we return, we'll have a recap of tonight's major stories.
Thank you, Tony. Stay tuned for continued programming on GBN, but first a reminder of the headlines. Operators of the cruise line Costa Magica cancel call to Grenada. Ministry of Education issues strict guidelines to schools in response to threat of COVID-19. Businessman Coleman Redhead murdered. Plus, in the sports news, Grenadian cricketers spur on a comeback victory for the Windward Islands Volcanoes at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other stories. I'm Ken Roy Batiste. It's always a delight. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
2020 season of SGU Knowledge Bowl comes to you in association with Grenada Cooperative Bank. Additional support provided by Glenelg Spring Water and Huggins, distributors for Lucozade and Lipton Teas, along with these sponsors. Teams are competing for cash and other prizes to the tune of